Hi there, welcome back. I am still going through the goodie box that Nancy gave to me last weekend, and I just thought I'd share. So if this isn't your thing, then you know what, no worries. But if you're interested and you enjoy looking through old, interesting, fun ephemera, Nancy has certainly given me enough to last a long time, and I'm thrilled. So I thought I'd quickly go through it. I'll try my best to quickly go through it, but you know me, I talk a lot. It's on every report card that my parents ever received that ever went home. Catherine would do much better if she would stop visiting so much with her neighbors. Well, I'm 62 now, and I'm still visiting with my neighbors. The internet just makes it possible for me to visit you all over the world. All right, so let me move some of these things. Some of these I've already looked through, but let's look through them again. Now, this groovy bag, my bedroom when I was a teenager was these colors. Mostly the orange and the yellow and the green. Not a lot of the purple. Now, I wish I had thought of that because I'm really liking that purple. 1969. So that's a little earlier than when I would have got mine done. I would have done mine, probably about 72. But it still would have been just as groovy. So we'll go through that. Don't worry. And I haven't looked through that one yet. So what I'll do is I'll move this here. I'm going to stand up. If you hear any racket, there is a sleeping puppy behind me. But you know how that can change on a moment's notice. So CNN tickets. CNN, or CN now. For those who don't know, stands for Canadian National, which means Canadian National Railway. So these are cool, and I've had many of these in my lifetime. Not sure what year this would be, but I bet this would be within my lifetime. It's a nice way to travel. This I have to put aside because it's for Christmas. Isn't that pretty? And it's got a little note on the back, and it is 1928. So my dad would have been Dad would have been 3 years old. Mom would have been 1 year old when this got sent to somebody. I must admit, I dream. A lot of these things that are from Ontario, my ancestors have been in Ontario for a long time. The earliest I have found is 1812 because one of my ancestors fought for the Brits in the War of 1812, and that's how his whole family ended up over here. So that's the earliest I have found from my ancestors here in Ontario, but certainly most of them came over by the 1840s during the Great Hunger in Ireland. So I always hope that maybe one of these days when I look through something like this, I might figure out a way to connect. Anyhow, cool. 1956. I wasn't even a twinkle in my dad's eye. Look at that. Oh, wait, I didn't open this up. Let's open it. I'm hoping it's a map. Oh, it's a cool map. Okay. Detroit. Wow. Isn't that nice? I've been to Detroit. I have many funny memories of Detroit because my dad, in his efforts, I don't like to say it's typical of men, but in my dad's efforts to try and travel without using a map, would always find a way for us to end up when we're on our family holidays in very scary areas of big cities. And we saw some very scary areas of Detroit, of New York City, of quite a few. Very pretty. I love all these. The Farmers and Mechanics Banks. Oh, love it. Oh, these, I can't wait to use these. I tried to read this. It's very hard to make out because whoever wrote it was writing it just in their own quick point form. So, it looks like it was just their daily, what they got done that day. Daily Memorandum, 1876. Lovely handwriting. Love that. So quite a variety of things from Upper New York State, Buffalo area, and Buffalo and surrounding areas. Isn't that nice? Love the colors. And Ontario. 1916. Look at that. Buffalo, New York. Beautiful. I have a paycheck from one of my great uncles, and I just love it. A canceled paycheck. I'm not sure how he still got it, like why it wasn't kept by the bank. 1896 for Wheat and Company Hardware. Isn't that nice? 1895. Buffalo. I feel like Buffalo is home to me, and I'll tell you why. We'll still just look through so you can look. Because when I was growing up, back in the day, cool, when you had a TV antenna on the roof of your house and you hoped for good weather, and sometimes your dad would climb up the railing to turn the angle of it to try and tune in the channels better, and you got maybe 3 channels. In where we lived on the east side of Toronto, Toronto, if you're from there, we could get quite clearly all the channels from Buffalo, New York. So we actually were able to get NBC, ABC, CBS from across the lake, which was quite nice and got us some really good television shows other than just what we could get on the CBC, which is the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, which makes some very good stuff, don't get me wrong. Look at that. Buffalo, New York, 1895. Your esteemed favor. Isn't that pretty? I love this. Nancy knows my my affinity for anything with glasses. I embraced my glasses. I got a boyfriend in high school. I had a boyfriend for not quite a year. Very nice young man. He was actually from Scotland. And he was a very nice young man. But he helped me in a way by saying something that wasn't very nice. We were going somewhere special. That's nice. I like the colors of it. This creamy yellow. So, New York. Oh, love it. He did me a favor with his roundabout insult. We were... Hold on. Let me do a puppy check. Oh, she's lying down again. Yes. We were going somewhere special. I think it was a New Year's Eve party. And he actually said to me... I love that. You know I love red. He actually said to me, "Can you see very well without your glasses? Because you'd look so much prettier without your glasses." And that was when I decided to own my glasses, because that's how I felt growing up. There's that old saying, men seldom make passes at girls who wear glasses. St. Anne's Commercial School, somebody's report card for 1935. Isn't that beautiful? Buffalo, New York. I'll get back to Buffalo. You know me. I'm scatterbrained. I'm all over the place. Remind me if I forget to get back to Buffalo, okay? Oh, I like that because it's like 4 in 1. Fire insurance, card party. Mahanoy City, Pennsylvania. Anyhow, thanks to Alex. I didn't hate him for that because it was an awakening. Dear Peg. Oh, I love that. Has Avram called or anything? Oh, I love that. Mrs. Kerr has been... I like where it says Sunday morning. And I like that because back then you could, if you were in close by proximity communities, you could get mail the next day. I have a few letters from my great aunts. One letter was written the next day saying, just wanted to let you know I got home okay. The train was on time and I made it in nice time and wanted you to know I'm safe. And that's all it was. And the family got it the next day, so they knew she was home safe. Anyhow, so Alex did me a favor because that was Dear Peg about your work at the art school. Oh, I have decided to make it possible for you to study in Paris for a couple of years. That is, if you'd like to go there. Oh my goodness. Will you please gather complete data on all expenses involved with personal regards to your mother, Lou? Oh, can you imagine going to study in Paris for a couple of years and somebody has decided to make the... Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to keep that too. That's mine. Anyhow, Alex did me a favor. Because that night I said, no, I absolutely cannot see without my glasses. And I will be wearing them, and I always wear them. Even though, you know what, at that time my eyes weren't so bad, and I could get away with not wearing them. And sometimes I did, because, again, back then, insecure teenager, thinking, oh, nobody will like me if I'm wearing glasses. And he gave me the oomph. I love that. Look, John Alden House, Plymouth. Love it. That's all the address you needed back then. I love all these little window envelopes. And they're still nice and smooth. Buffalo, New York, 1944. Isn't that lovely? Hotel LaSalle, Chicago. Oh, I love it. Going to Sioux City. What year is that? 1912. Oh, these are just so spectacular. I don't have anything like this. I tried reading this, and wow. But it would make a very cool background, wouldn't that? And that's when I decided, you know what? I wear glasses, and I like my glasses, and I decided my glasses are face jewelry. And that's when I also decided that I would always make sure that I have fun glasses and not just boring everyday glasses. That my glasses would be funky. And I've done it ever since. All different colors. I've got polka dot glasses. I've got colored glasses. Here's my art glasses that I wear if I'm working at my desk because they're a special prescription so that I can see better. They got stripes on them. They're actually navy blue. I don't know if you can tell. But how cool are those? I wish my prescription wasn't so strong because I'd love to be able to get tons and tons of those glasses online that you can get. Anyhow, look at these. 1936. All these. Oh, so cool. So cool. There's several in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's awake. Go back to sleep, darling. New York, 1939. Publisher's newsprint. Oh, I love that. Ledger, ruled ledger. Oh, wow. I'm going through some serious anemoia here, folks. If you're wondering what anemoia is, look it up. It's spelled A-N-E-M-O-I-A. And I believe, to paraphrase, it's an unusual, strange longing to have lived in a different era. And in a way, my heart feels strongly torn to previous eras, but I do love my washer and dryer. I could do without a dishwasher, but my washer and dryer and my central air, I'm sorry, I need them. Haverstraw, New York. Electrolyte. Oh, I love all these. How cool are these? How lucky. Oh. Hudson Valley Paper Company. I love all these ones for papers. Aren't they from like paper and printer companies? Really appropriate to be tucking into journals. They're just going to fit right in. Main Street, Haverstraw, New York. Paints, varnishes, brushes. Oh, absolutely perfect. I can see that in a spread in an art book that I've been trying to follow along with Kelly over at Book and Paper Arts. That would make a really cool background. This I love, Nancy. I saw this. It is a print, and it's the actual print because the artist has numbered it. It's number 33 out of 35 prints and signed. And I will also be framing that in addition to, I found the toilet painting. If you follow me on Instagram, I found the painting. I kept thinking when I was in the room at the Frida, the immersive Frida, I was trying to remember what painting has the toilet, and it was driving me nuts. And it's in the painting called My Dress Hangs There. And it hangs in New York. And she was quite sad and depressed in New York while Diego was painting the Rockefeller Center. And it's evident there. Her dress looks so beautiful. You could tell the longing that she was having for home, the homesickness of the beloved Mexico. I love him, and he's got his looks like aviator glasses on, and a scooter. Maybe it's a helmet, a safety helmet nowadays. That's important. It's got texture to it. I really love it. So don't tell me you have to go. We were just out, miss. Story of Bausch and Lomb. Love it. How they started off making glasses. I love this. I've got to remember to do that using a label to hold something closed. And then you could still rip it, and that would just make it look cool. Again, about eyes. Nancy, you picked these out because you knew bifocals. Oh boy. I've needed bifocals for eons. Bausch and Lomb, 1930. You put these together very nicely. I used these kind of things all the time back in the day when you could get pen pals from out of the back of comic books. Can you believe that? Writing to perfect strangers. Here's my address. Here's my name and age. I love this. This is going to go in some kind of special journal. We'll get this. Isn't that beautiful? And you can change the the time on it. Doctor is out, will return. I love that. Now I'm going to pause because I think someone needs to go and have a visit out in the backyard to use the facilities. I actually may end this one here, and then we'll have a part 2 where I'll open the Groovy bag. So thanks for joining me. Watch for part 2, and we'll go through this one. If this is your kind of bag, join me for part 2. We'll talk soon. Bye.